Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Step-by-Step English podcast. I am your host, Alex. I am ready to learn some English today.
Hello, everyone. I am Emma, and I am your English teacher. Today we have a very special and fun topic. We are going to learn English vocabulary by looking at second grade science.
Wait a minute. Did you say second grade science? Am I going back to elementary school?
Do not worry, Alex. We are using basic science topics because they are perfect for learning descriptive English words. We will talk about nature, weather, and how things look and feel. It is a great way to build your vocabulary.
Oh, that makes sense. I always struggle to find the right words when I am talking about nature. What is our first science topic today?
Our first topic is the observable properties of matter. In science, matter is anything that takes up space. Observable means things we can see, feel, or measure.
If someone asks me what is the matter, are they asking about science?
That is a great question, but no. When someone asks what is the matter, they mean what is wrong. But in science, matter means physical stuff. Everything around us is made of matter.
Okay, I understand. So my coffee cup is matter, and the coffee inside is matter too.
Exactly. And matter comes in three main states. Those states are solid, liquid, and gas.
I know those words. A solid is hard and keeps its shape, like my coffee cup or my computer.
That is completely correct. A liquid is wet and flows. Water, coffee, and rain are all liquids. They take the shape of their container.
What about a gas? Is that like the air we breathe?
Yes, air is a perfect example of a gas. A gas spreads out to fill any space it is in. We usually cannot see gases, but they are all around us.
This is great vocabulary. Solid, liquid, and gas. But what does observable properties mean?
A property is a detail that describes something. An observable property is a detail you can see with your eyes. For example, we can look at the color of an object. We can also look at the shape or the size.
So an observable property of my shirt is that it is green. And an observable property of my desk is that it is a large rectangle.
You are learning this very fast, Alex. Other properties are texture and temperature. Texture is how something feels when you touch it. Temperature is how hot or cold something is.
Texture is a wonderful word. So I could say my beard has a rough texture. And my coffee has a hot temperature.
Yes, those are excellent sentences. Using words like rough, smooth, hot, and cold will make your English much better. Now let us move on to our second science topic. We are going to talk about diversity in ecosystems.
Ecosystem is a very big word. Does it mean a system that is eco-friendly?
An ecosystem is a community of living and non-living things working together. It includes plants, animals, water, and dirt in one area. Another important word here is habitat. A habitat is the specific home where an animal or plant lives.
Oh, I see. So a forest is a habitat for a bear. And the ocean is a habitat for a shark.
Precisely. Now let us talk about the word diversity. Diversity means having many different types of things. So ecosystem diversity means there are many different animals and plants living together.
Why is diversity important? Can we just have an ecosystem with only bears and no other animals?
An ecosystem needs diversity to stay healthy. Every animal and plant has a specific job. If we only had bears, they would not survive. They need plants, fish, and insects to balance the environment.
I love learning this. Let me review the words we learned so far. Ecosystem, habitat, diversity, and survive. Survive means to stay alive, right?
Yes, survive means to continue to live. You are doing a fantastic job with the vocabulary today. This leads us perfectly into our third topic. We are going to look at how plants depend on animals.
Wait a minute. Plants depend on animals? I thought animals depended on plants for food.
It actually goes both ways. Animals eat plants to survive. But many plants need animals to help them reproduce and make new seeds. This process is called pollination.
Pollination. Is that what bees do when they fly from flower to flower? I am actually a little bit afraid of bees.
Yes, bees are some of the most important pollinators. When a bee lands on a flower, it picks up pollen. Pollen is a fine yellow powder made by flowers. The bee then carries this pollen to the next flower.
And that helps the flowers make seeds?
Exactly. Without bees, butterflies, and birds moving the pollen around, many plants could not make seeds. That means they could not grow new plants. So the plants completely depend on the animals.
The word depend means to need someone or something for help. Like I depend on you to teach me English. And the plants depend on the bees to move the pollen.
That is a perfect example, Alex. Another wonderful vocabulary word here is attract. Flowers have bright colors and sweet smells to attract animals. Attract means to make something want to come closer.
Ah, so the red color of the flower attracts the bee. Just like the smell of pizza attracts me to the kitchen.
You always bring the conversation back to food. But yes, that is the correct way to use the word attract. Now we have one more science topic to cover today. We are going to talk about fast and slow Earth events.
Earth events. Do you mean things that change the planet? Like a birthday party for the Earth?
Not quite a party. Earth events are natural processes that change the shape of the land. Some of these changes happen very fast. Other changes happen very slowly over thousands of years.
Let me guess. A fast event is an earthquake. The ground shakes and everything changes in just a few minutes.
That is a perfect example of a fast Earth event. Another example is a volcano erupting. An eruption is a sudden explosion of hot rocks and lava. It changes the mountain immediately.
Vocabulary time. Earthquake, volcano eruption, suddenly. Suddenly means it happens very fast and without warning.
Yes, very good. Now let us talk about slow Earth events. The best example of a slow event is erosion. Erosion is when wind or water slowly wears away rocks and dirt.
Wears away. That means it slowly destroys it piece by piece, right?
Exactly. A river flowing over rocks will cause erosion. Over millions of years, a small river can carve a giant canyon. It is a very slow but very powerful process.
This is fascinating. So an earthquake happens suddenly. But erosion happens gradually. Gradually means it happens little by little over a long time.
You are on fire today, Alex. Suddenly and gradually are fantastic adverbs to use in everyday conversation. You can say the car stopped suddenly, or you can say the weather gradually became colder.
I love learning English like this. We learned about matter, ecosystems, pollination, and Earth events. I feel so smart right now.
You should feel smart. To practice these new words, we are going to do a role play. Let us pretend we are two scientists walking through a huge national park. We are observing nature and discussing what we see.
Oh, I am ready. Let me put on my imaginary scientist hat. Look over there, Emma, at that huge mountain.
Yes, I see it. Did you know that mountain was formed gradually over millions of years?
Wow, that is a very slow Earth event. But look closely at the river flowing at the bottom.
That river is causing erosion. It is slowly wearing away the solid rock.
The water is a liquid, but it is strong enough to change the solid rock. That is amazing to observe.
Look at this beautiful flower right next to us. Its bright yellow color is definitely an observable property.
And look, there is a bee landing right on it. The flower is attracting the bee so pollination can happen.
You are a brilliant scientist, Alex. This park is a perfect habitat with so much diversity.
Well, that was a great role play. I used so many new words without even thinking about it. Solid, liquid, erosion, gradually, and diversity.
You did a wonderful job. Using new vocabulary in a scenario like this helps lock it into your memory. I hope all of our listeners practice making their own sentences today.
Thank you so much for teaching us, Emma. Science and English are a great combination. To all our listeners, please leave a comment with your favorite new word.
Keep practicing your English every single day. Observe the world around you and try to describe it in English.
We will see you next time on the Step-by-Step English podcast. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye and happy learning.